wanting to make change in your home space and you don't know where to start, that is absolutely fine, because today I'm talking to you and giving you a little bit of a strategy around where to start, and also how to start implementing change within your home styling. So first of all, I want you to see whether you actually know what your style is. We may, and I do say a lot of the times, that there are so many different interior styles out there. But at the end of the day, yes, we're going to be able to pull in a couple of those different elements from a few different interior styles. But it's about creating your own unique interior style and what makes you happy, what makes your home feel comfortable, your home feel cozy, relaxed, tranquil, homely. So I want you to think of the types of emotions that you want to feel when you're walking into your home, because you know what you feel when you're walking into a beautiful, well laid out, designed home, say of your girlfriends, or even when you're walking into, let's say, like a foyer of a hotel, a luxurious hotel. You know the types of feelings that you get when you walk into those spaces. So why don't we change that and implement those feelings into when you're walking into your own home space? So write down what emotions you want to feel when you walk into your home. So once again, it could be comfortable, cozy, relaxed, tranquil, homely. You want to feel warm and fuzzy. We certainly don't want to feel overwhelmed, stressed, out of alignment, insecure. Lack of style does affect us, because we want our homes to be perfect. We want people to sort of walk into our home space and give them the wow factor. Now, if you're not feeling that wow factor either, that's time to start making changes to your styling. So I want you to also first think about creating a design board. So you can do this simply by going around into each of your spaces in your home and taking photos. Just take them on your phone, and then you can download those photos, put them onto either a Microsoft Word document, or you can use Canva. You can also go in and do it on a Google Doc, whatever you've got available, or even the good old-fashioned print it off, get a piece of A3 cardboard and stick it on there. So that's going to be our number one inspiration, right, for our design board, because that's what we've already got in our home, and we can make what we've got in our home actually work for us as well. So how can we do that? We can do that by either, if we've got a vase that isn't sort of aligned with our color palette anymore, we can go and get a can of spray paint, or we can get a tin of paint and paint it to the color that's going to be our color palette, so to speak. So shopping at home is always number one, because we most probably have so many items and elements in our home space that we can utilize and repurpose. So even if you take images of those items and pop them onto your design board as well, then I want you to go in and have a look, Google for different color palettes, the colors that you're actually liking, whether you like the warm color palettes or you like the cool color palettes. Stick that onto your design board. We need to find inspiration that we're going to think, wow, this is how I want my home to feel when I'm looking at it or walking in the door. And even going through magazines and finding, even if it's a word that pops out to you. So it could be comfort, or it could be relax, or it could be retreat. So pop those onto your design board as well. Have a look at what is actually missing in each of your spaces, whether it might be you've got a space in your living room that hasn't got anything there. So maybe we need to find an occasional chair, or we need to put a floor lamp in there to fill that space. So go and research for either one of those items and pop that onto your design board. Now, we do all our, I suppose our style does evolve over time. Sometimes we may be satisfied with our style from the start of our home life to the end of our home life. But most people's style does evolve over time. So that is okay. So this is just a starting point of a design board, just to give you a little bit of inspiration and a sort of a bit of a guideline of what you can actually look for when you're out shopping. So once we've designed the design board, we then are going to do the research on each of these items that we need. So we want to create a budget. So that can just be either a handwritten one, or you can do it on Excel or a Word document. Whatever you feel that you need to use is more than fine. So then go through and list all those items that you need to purchase. But I want you to do not just go to the first, say, online store that has the floor lamp. I want you to look for the different types of floor lamps, or you may find that one floor lamp is in, say, 2 or 3 shops. So find the cheapest. It's the same product. Find the cheapest, and then at least you've got a little bit of room, financial room to move if there's some other luxurious item that you might want to put into your home space. And then, so once we've got our design board done, we've got our budget done, and budgets are so important because if we don't stick to them, we can lose track of what our budget is. We can, sometimes projects don't get finished because we don't stick to our budget and it blows out of proportion, and then we have to wait until we find the means to actually finish it. So it's also better to start little, work on the most important space in your home, and then prioritize what the rooms are that you need to then do afterwards. Because Rome wasn't built in a day, so our homes don't need to be styled all in one day. We want to get it right the first time around. We don't want to have to go back and fix up our mistakes because we're not happy now with the end result. So one, that's going to cost us time, and that's going to cost and break into our budget. The next thing is, I suppose once we've gone through and done the design board, we've got inspiration, we've got our budget. And then it's time to make a decision on when you're actually going to start implementing these changes in your home. So it could be in a week's time, it could be in a month's time, but I just find that making sure that our financial situation reflects what we actually are wanting in our design board. So I do find that some of my clients want to have this champagne budget, but they can only afford a beer budget. So don't go over your budget because you want the best. We don't need to have the best. We can, like I said, shop around, and you may be surprised that you can actually find that item cheaper in another store. So once you've done your budget, I want you then to, if you have time, to go and physically look at these items, because sometimes looking at on the computer, they don't look like that actually when you go physically see them. So you need to make sure that you're actually 100% sold on that item that you've chosen. So you might go in store and see this item, say the floor lamp that you've chosen when you've done your design board. It might appear as a grey colour on the computer, but when you're in store, it's like a blue, a lighter blue. So you're not after that lighter blue, you're after that grey tone. So just go in and also have a look around at those items in store as well. Now, moving on from that, I suppose also that your mindset and your emotions when you're wanting to make changes also does have, because our surroundings has a huge impact on our mindset and our mood. So making sure that we're bringing colours in that are uplifting colors that are going to reflect the moods that we want to feel, because each color represents a different type of emotion. Now, you can go in and Google a color wheel or color psychology, and it will come up with all the different colors and then the different meanings of those colors as well. So that's another good way that you can actually make sure that you're bringing in a color that isn't going to make you feel depressed because of the color. It's dull and it's boring. Or you find a color that you like, say like a green or a blue, which is a relaxed, tranquil emotion that you will get. Reds are like for your energy, to uplift you. Some people sort of obviously think of red as sexual as well. So there's all different, and you want to make sure you're putting those colors into the right spaces. We don't want to put, I suppose in the bedroom, we want to have a lighter color that is going to make us feel relaxed, at peace, because at the end of the day, this is where we retreat, and we need to be able to unwind and relax within that space as well. What else do I have for you? So really, I just want to once again say that when we're creating our interior style, it's about creating your own unique interior style. We don't want to have exactly what everybody else has. We're unique. We like different things to everybody else. We may look in a magazine and we have that wow factor of this beautifully styled home, but we need to think about our environment, our surroundings, who's in our home, who lives in our home, whether it's we have pets in our home, whether we have kids in our home, whether we have a messy husband in our home, and also our environment. So like me, I live on a farm, so I don't, and we've got red dirt. As much as I would love to have white, whether it be white cushions, or whether it be white throws, or whether it be white bedding, I can't do that because at the end of the day, it's not practical for me. So you need to make sure also that what you're choosing to put in your home is practical and functional for your family and your actual environment as well. So I think that is about it for today. I hope you have found that valuable. If you have any questions, please pop it into the comments below, and I'm only happy to answer them and assist you if you have any dilemmas on wanting to make changes. I do offer a free 30-minute home style strategy call if that's of interest to you, where we can pop in on a call and just see where you are now with your home styling to where you would like to be with your home styling, because we do want to make changes in our homes, but we just don't know sometimes where to start or what the first thing is, how we start implementing it. So that's where I come into, and I can assist you with that. I hope you all have an amazing day, and I shall see you next time for another Styling Insights. Bye for now.